गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः सीताया पतये नमः सीताया पतये नमः. We were looking at Adhyatma Ramayana, Aranyakand, and we are in chapter 4, I think. 4. And in this, Ramchandra ji and Sita ji and Laxman ji, they have come to Panchavati on the following the direction of Agastya Muni, and coming there, having built the hut, Laxman ji goes around collecting, he is doing the seva of Ram and Sita, and he is bringing food, tubers, etc., etc. And the days are going very nicely, comfortably, without any stress. And when Ramchandra ji is totally relaxed, nothing on his mind, that I have to go somewhere, I have to meet someone, I have to do something or not do something, he's just chilling out. At that time, Laxman comes and tells him, comes and asks him. What does he ask? What was the question? Where are we? Question I am looking for. 25-26, is it? No, that is where we have to start today. I am looking at the
Wi-Fi password.
I have to.
That is before 19 only then.
That's what.
Rama watches 19.
Shri Rama Vachato. So he said, here, we'll begin from here. Verse number 16. Ekada Lakshmano Ramam ekante samupasthitam vinayavanato bhutva papracha parameshwaram. So once Lakshmana, as I was saying, when Ramchandra ji was alone and chilling out and cool, undisturbed, no agenda on his plate, at that time, so Lakshmana, who was standing next to him, vinayavanato bhutva papracha parameshwaram, with humility and humbleness and surrender, he asked a question to the Lord Parameshwaram. Bhagavan shrotum ichchami mokshasya kanti kim gatim. O Bhagavan, O Lord of all the beings, shrotum ichchami. I wish to hear what mokshasya ekantikim gatim. And what is that destination of liberation? What is that destination of salvation or enlightenment, which is the one alone goal for everyone? Gatim, or destination. Tvatta kamala patraksha sankshepa vaktum arhasi. Then to him, that kamala patraksha, the lotus-eyed Lord, Kamala Patraksha, he, Tvatta, to him, Sankshepat Bhaktum Arhasi. In short, he told the whole philosophy or all the knowledge. What was that? Jnana Vijnana Sahitam Bhakti Vairagya Brahmhitam Achakshva Me Raghushrestha Vakta Nanyosti Bhutale. He says that knowledge, oh the Raghu's clan, please tell me, आ जाओ, इधर है देखो कुर्सियाँ अगर बैठी हैं. And Lakshmana said that please tell me in brief. I don't want a detailed exposition, क्योंकि फिर बोर हो जाएंगे, फिर नींद आ जाएगी. तो हमको शॉर्ट में चाहिए, so that our interest is maintained, because they are in a jungle, anything can happen. He wants quickly, before a lion roars or a tiger jumps or a snake slithers in front of them. They are in the jungle. So he wants a quick answer to his question. And he says that tell me jnana vijnana sahitam, tell me knowledge, and jnana is knowledge and vijnana is practical application of that knowledge, the technique, the methodology, the practical way to translate that knowledge in your daily life. Or from a sadhaka's point of view, Vigyan is that those techniques, methodologies by which we come to attain Gyan. Both ways you can put it. Bhakti Vairagya Brahmitam, and also what is knowledge, what is Bhakti and Vairagya, what is that that Gyan Vigyan knowledge of Gyan and Vigyan along with devotion and Vairagya. Then Achakshva me Raghu Shrestha Vakta Nanyosti Bhutale. In this world there is no one else to tell me about this topic other than you. Why? You are the Lord. You are my dearest. I have committed my life to service. Who is Lakshmana? Adishesha. Who is Rama? Narayana. So they are inseparable. Narayana and Adishesha, he is sleeping on the bed of Adishesha, protected by Adishesha. That Adishesha is your prana. That Adishesha is your time. So to that Sri Ram, Ramchandra ji is telling, Sri Rama uvacha Shrunuvakshami te vatsa guhyat guhyataram param yad vijnaya naro jayat sadhyo vaikalpikam brahmam. He said, oh son, Shrunuvakshami, when someone asked a question in the right manner. Yesterday I went to someone's house. Let me check if they are on the Zoom. Not there. Okay. Then I can use their example. I went to someone's house and in the afternoon, and कल दो भिक्षा, दोपहर को भी हो गया, शाम को भी हो गया. So when I went in the afternoon, they asked some question, but they went into an argument. Then when they went into an argument, then what would you do? What would I do? I said, नहीं यार मेरे को पता नहीं. I don't know. चलो छोड़ो, खाना खाते हैं. Let's. But if someone asks question in the right manner, they are interested. You can see that they are inquisitive and they want to debate and discuss. That's a different thing. But when you get into an argument, then it becomes a problem. So the right attitude is very important, and Lakshmana's attitude was perfect, and therefore Ramchandra ji, just like Krishna, wanted to pour everything that he knew into Arjuna. And Arjuna has not even asked certain questions, still he is giving him the knowledge. Same way here, Ramchandra ji, when questioned by Lakshman ji in this manner, he says, "Oh son," because Ramchandra ji is not only a prince, he is the elder brother, but being the eldest, he has taken the role of a parent. He looks at all his younger brothers, takes care of them, caters for them, teaches them, helps them as a father. And he says, "Oh son, listen, I shall tell you the most secret and difficult of all the secret and mysterious knowledge. Guhyat guhyatara. Guhyat, guhyatara, guhyatama." Guhyatama is the, yesterday, remember last class, what did I say? Good, better, best. So good is guhya, guhyatara is better and Guhyatama is bestest. So like that it is told here. And why did they not use Guhyatama? Because after Guhyataram they have added Param. That's why they have not used Guhyatamam. So I will tell you that which is the secret of all secrets, the most mysterious and what is that? Yad Vidnyaya Naro Jayat Sadhyo Vaikalpikam Brahmam. By knowing Yad Vidnyaya, by knowing it, Naraha, men, Jayat Sadhyo Vaikalpikam Brahmam, becomes free from all projections, imaginations, hypnosis, projections in the mind, and all the Brahma. Brahma means all the doubts and confusions that he is unknowingly cultivating in the mind. Adau maya swarupam te vakshami tadanantaram jnanasya sadhanam paschat jnanam vijnana sanyutam. Adau maya swarupam te vakshami tadanantaram. So here in the 20th verse he says, first of all I shall tell you the form of Maya. What is this Maya? Nobody has till today has been able to tell what Maya is. But we can only tell from cause and effect point of view. Nobody has till today seen what is space. Nobody has seen space. But through the objects, we say these are all the objects and beings, and where there are no beings and no objects, that is space. Or where they are existing, that which is accommodating them, that is called space. You know? So same way, you have not seen mind. Have you seen mind? No. So how do you say what is mind? Nobody has a doubt that they have a mind. So how do you relate that to yourself? Even though you have never experienced mind, you have never experienced vision. Vision is for the eyes, not for you. Your eyes cannot see where the light is coming from, but you are having the vision. So it's out of the box we have to contemplate. Similarly, Maya. Nobody has seen Maya. Similarly, Ida, Pingla and Sushumna. Nobody has seen the Sushumna. Nobody has seen the Kundalini. But when we think about it, when we project it, it's our mind. When you project it, it becomes real. Similarly, nobody has seen God also. But we have projected him as Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh due to Maya. What she has deluded us, so we are seeing that Parabrahma, Paramatma, who is formless, as form. But let's not get into that. Here he says, I shall tell you the way to achieve Gyan, the true knowledge, and Vigyan, which is the methodology and the technique which is based on Gyan. Continuing, we already saw this, I'm just recapping. Neyam cha paramatmanam yajñātvā muchyate bhayāt anatmani sharirādau atma buddhistu ya bhavet. Wow, va है ना, शरीराद वा, तो शरीराद वा नहीं बोलना है, शरीरादौ, वो संधि रूल हो जाता है. तो आत्म बुद्धिस्तु या भवेत सैव माया तयैवासौ संसार परिकल्प्यते रूपे द्वे निश्चिते पूर्वं मायाया कुलनन्दना विक्षेपावरणे तत्र प्रथमं कल्पयेत् जगत् लिंगाद्य ब्रह्म पर्यन्तं स्थूल सूक्ष्म विभेदतः. Besides this, I will also tell you the nature of knowledge, what is the soul, the supreme Paramatma, or the Jivatma, what is the and the Jivatma at the microcosmic level and Paramatma at the macrocosmic level. I'll tell you about them also, knowing which a person becomes free from the fears of this samsara. All fear is okay. Anyway, I will not go into that right now. And this way, Rama says, identifying, correlating with the Atma, pure self, with the or the soul of the creature with the body or those things or substances which are external to atma is called maya. So what is maya? You don't know what maya is. So how do you apply? You don't know what space is. So you don't know what vision is. So what do you say what vision is? Oh, vision is that which illuminates all other objects. That is vision. But my eyes, my vision cannot illuminate itself, but it illuminates everything else. So same way, what is Maya? Maya is that when one's attention is towards everything else other than Atma. So when our attention is on Atma, it is due to Maya, due to what you call, you can give it the word ignorance, you can give it the word hypnosis, you can give it the word that she veils your mind and makes you think in a different way. And I spoke in detail last class what Maya, how to think about it. So we will not go into detail. And this world has been imagined due to the ignorance. Jnaneshwar Maharaj says, due to incomplete knowledge of your own essential nature, you have projected the world. And now, what did we say last week? We are complete. Wave as water is complete. But water as wave means water identified with the form is called wave. You understand? Is incomplete. So we have to find a technique by which the form drops away. And remember, what is world? Name and form, isn't it? So, can you do anything about form? Did I create you? No. Did I create you? No. But Narayan, that is in my mind. Form is out there in the world, name is in my mind. And therefore, the sadhana, Vaikhari, Madhyama, Pashyanti, Para. So when you take the name of the Lord, or you chant Om, from Vaikhari, gross, to Vaikhari, Madhyama, to subtle, to Pashyanti, Para, Pashyanti is causal, and then Para, at the navel level. And in this way, what you are doing is, you know you cannot remove the world. But world is name and form. You have the power over the world. If I keep repeating Smith again and again, I'll get attached to him. I'll get attached. If I keep thinking gulab jamun, bahut dino se gulab jamun, I have to say just few times and my mind will go and start looking, hey, aaj gulab jamun hai kya sweet mein? Anything you interact with too many times, you dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangaste shupajayate sangat sanjayate kamaha. So whatever you contemplate on, whatever you think of, you get attached. Whatever you get attached, you desire. And desire can be satisfied, which leads to greed. If not satisfied, it leads to anger. Greed also leads to anger, because when you are for a greedy person, anyone who comes and as an obstacle, you become angry towards it, because no one's greed can be satisfied ever. So here the rule is, again, the reason we are telling you this is, if you contemplate, if your attention is on the Atma, where is Atma? Just like you have never seen mind, but you know you have a mind. So why don't you accept there is Atma also behind the mind, expressing through the mind? Everything else we'll accept. Accept this also. So be attentive towards that Atmic principle, then Jnana. If your attention is not on that Atmic principle, it is on anatma, it is on everything else other than that Atmic principle, it is due to Maya. Meaning, last week I told you, Maya expresses as two. Here it will tell you after Avaran and Vikshe. Correct? Avran, another word for avran is delusion, veiling. And vikshepa is projection, imagination, hallucination. Correct? So, and what is this due to? Why the variety of thoughts are coming in our mind? Why are they coming in our mind? Batao?
Your attention to finite things.
Because, both ways. We have forgotten the infinite that our essential atma is, essence is, and we have become attentive about some variety outside. You begin with 2, 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8. It keeps multiplying. Look at yourself. I'm not saying you are fat, but see the number of cells that have multiplied from childhood till today. It's only multiplication, isn't it? What did you come with? Nothing. Today, house is there, job is there, money is there, wife is there, husband is there, children are there, clothes are there. So many things you have collected, isn't it? But what did you come with? Nothing. You didn't even know you were the body. You didn't even know you were the body. And now, continuously thinking about the anatma, you have got latched on to the anatma. And now you're thinking, through anatma, I will become complete. You're forgetting, you are already complete. But this has to be understood. And it will be understood. You can listen to me right now, but you will forget it if you are not doing what we are telling. When these topics are heard by you, if you are single pointed, if you have been doing japa, if you have been purified, if you have become focused mind is a purified mind, is an expanded mind. To such a ready mind, when these words fall on the ear, and through the ear thoughts appear, immediately the spark is lit. Immediately the spark is lit. But for that, what we have to do? Keep purifying. Fall in love with the Lord. No. First I will understand, then I will fall in love. नहीं होएगा. लगे रहो. I should not say नहीं होगा. Anything is possible in this. What is your destiny? I don't know. So here Sri Ram is saying that identifying with the atma is the natural state, and when you identify with everything that is anatma, it is due to maya. When we are identifying with the atma, when we are attentive of the atma, is it maya? No. When you are aware that you are, is that maya? No, it is not. Maya takes you away from the essence, from the atma. So this is told here, and then it is told that vikshepa avarane tatra prathamam kalpayet jagata. Due to vikshep and avaran, due to delusion, illusion, due to avaran, which is called non-apprehension, vikshepa, projection or illusion or miscomprehension, the tatra prathamam kalpayet jagat. The man, the being, the individual, the one who has forgotten the self, who is not attentive of the atma, he starts projecting the world. Kalpayet jagat. Kalpayet imagines the world. Therefore, Ramchandra ji also does all the drama of crying for Sita, and Krishna Bhagavan from childhood he is doing the drama, isn't it? So you also do the drama. Why you get caught up? Why you get, if emotion is coming, recognize the emotion is for the mind. You stand apart. Then फिर जीने का क्या मतलब है? जीने का ये मतलब है कि if you are going through emotions, good or bad, especially if they are bad. If they are good, you will be attached. If bad, also we get attached. If you get attached, then they keep repeating. Our goal is to go through an emotion and immediately come back to the neutral position straight away. Immediately. We must come back to the neutral position. But what happens to us? I know families here in Melbourne. If they have a husband and wife have a fight, one week they will not talk to each other. Then I have to go for bhiksha. I have to go for bhiksha. And both are talking indirectly to each other through me. Then they think they are talking philosophically. बेवकूफ़ बना मेरे को दिखता नहीं क्या? See? हाँ. And due to that, due to this Maya, the whole world has been imagined, visualized due to it. Just like in the dream. Continuing, O Kulanandana, the son of our clan Laxman, Maya has been classified by the two forms which it has. One is Vikshep, the other is Avaran. Vikshep here he says, the perplexity of the mind, confusion of the mind, diversion of the mind, distraction of the mind. Last time I gave you the 5 conditions of the mind, you remember? Moodha, Moodhamana, Kshiptamana, Vikshiptamana, Ekagramana and Niruddhamana. So Vikshipta, same, Vikshep. So what is Moodhamana? Dull mind. Nothing will. They are forgetful, they are sleepy, they are lazy, they are doing the same thing again and again. Wake up, brush the teeth, take the shower, go to toilet or the other way, and every morning always losing the plot. Why? Oh, I'm running late. I have to scream at everyone. I have to catch the train. I have to reach at work. यार जल्दी 10 मिनट पहले उठ जाओ. But every day the same thing. Every day getting disturbed to wake up the children, and children are sleeping, and you are getting disturbed. They are enjoying. Vikshep. But this is mood. This is not even vikshep. This is mood. Dull. बोलते रहो. This fellow is sleeping. Dad is screaming. He doesn't care. Then next was Kshipta. What was Kshipta? भूल गए इतनी जल्दी. इसीलिए जब करो रेगुलरली, बी अलर्ट. हमने भी एक ही बार सुना था स्वामी जी से, अभी तक याद है.
Distracted?
हाँ, नो.
Right?
No.
No.
Agitated mind, restless mind is Kshiptamana. Now the third, Vikshipta, is distracted mind. Then Ekagramana is single pointed mind. And Niruddhamana is no mind, like in coma. Or in void. So here he says Vikshipta, the Vikshipta is that mind which is wavering, which is not committed, which is not disciplined, which is fickle. Fickle mind bolte hain. So what do you have to do? Don't be fickle in your mind. We tell our children, be focused. Focused, Ekagramana. Fickle, Vikshiptamana. But Western science knows all the other 5 conditions, or all the 5 conditions or not, I don't know. They may even say there are many more conditions of mind. But our Patanjali Yoga Sutras, they say these are the 5 conditions, and all other conditions of the mind fall under these 5 categories. Just like all the roles that you are playing cannot be without the man that you are, isn't it? They all fall back into the man. Similarly, all the conditions of the mind fall into into these 5 conditions of the mind. And these 5 conditions are just tentacles of that mind, projections of that mind. where are we? And the other is avaran. Avaran means covering, enveloping. So the ignorance has enveloped the atma. The cloth has enveloped the light. Then the light cannot be seen. It is there, but the dark cloth is on the light, so you cannot see the light. So you are na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyato bhanto kuto agnihi tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvam idam vibhati. That's your nature. You are of the nature of light, who is illuminating not only this world, but remember all the sources of light. And those sources are the sun, the moon, the stars, the lightning, the fire, everything. Sun, such a big one, such a huge one, 1,000,000 degrees temperature. Yes, there is something more powerful than that. What is that? Your eyes. Your eyes are known by whom? The mind. Mind is known by whom? The I in the intellect. Who is knowing that the eye, as the seer saw the sun? Who knows that the hearer heard the words, the thinker thought the thoughts? Who knows? In whose presence all this is happening? That is the atma. So in this way, that atma is covered. What it is covered by? Maya. What is that expression of Maya here? Avarana. Avarana means covering. Just like this atma is covered by the 5 sheets. So Annamaya Kosh, Pranamaya Kosh, Manomaya Kosh, Vijnanamaya Kosh, Anandmaya Kosh. The 5 sheets, 5 coverings are there. Now light is trying to come out. Poor thing, it can't come out. Wherever it finds a way, it escapes through the eyes, it escapes through the ears, it escapes through the skin. Because it's so dense, the body is so dense, wherever it is possible, it is able to come out. So from the skin, it can only come out as touch. From the tongue, it can come out only as taste. From the eyes, it can only come out as seeing, vision. And same way, from the nose, it can only come out as smell. From the mind, how does it come out? Thoughts, imaginations. In the dream, whole world is there. So you don't need a gross body, you don't need the gross world, you don't need the gross sun and the moon and the stars. It projects everything in the dream. So it escapes. Its light is coming out. But that light is just like a crystal is kept, and if it is kept on a red cloth, it will appear red. So similarly, this Atma, which is infinite in nature, nothing can touch it. But when it is expressing through the mind, whatever is the condition of the mind, that it will take on. What is the condition of the eyes? Vision. So it will express it as vision. What is the condition of the ears? Hearing ability. So it expresses as the hearer. And like that it goes on. So Avran, these 5 sheets are covering. Or we are not going to go, we'll talk about the 5 sheets in the next few verses. But here it is saying that Maya, another word for Maya is the envelopment. It is the envelope, it is the sheath of ignorance which covers or hides the truth. From whom? Question is from whom? It hides the truth from whom? From yourself. That means you are ignorant about yourself. This is the covering. And then what do? You start projecting. You are complete. Your nature is complete. But because of the covering, you have forgotten that you are complete. Now you start projecting. You project the whole world. You project the waking dream and deep sleep. You project the wife or husband. You project the children. You project the parents. You project God. And by interaction through that, you want to become complete. Dekho drama. This is going on right now. Right now, you think by coming to satsang you will become complete. So should we not come? No, we must. But our attention should be on purification. Our attention should be on, because what is this satsang doing? Bringing you back to your essential nature. In these few verses we have seen, bringing you back to your essential. So keep exposing, keep exposing. One day it will click. Out of these two, the first one, vikshepa, the power to create illusion and confusion, creates the imaginary world consisting of the entire gamut of subtle and gross qualities or elements, extending right from the elementary feeling of importance up to Brahma. So, vikshepa begins from micro to macro, from atom, from a single cellular or atomic level to the total level, which is ocean. From one molecule of H2O to the total ocean. Oceans. उसको क्या बोलते हैं? Brahma. Brahma is here the totality. By the virtue of differentiating between them, between the gross and the subtle and the micro and the macro, it means by differentiating between you and me, your and mine, or on the sense or duality. Meaning that in vikshepa, first here it is given, vikshepa is given first, and then next verse avaran will come. But I am telling you from logical point of view, first avaran comes and then there is vikshepa. But frankly speaking, you are living in a world of projection, so you understand that wife is a projection, husband is a projection. And then when you come to a satsang, then you are told, but where did vikshepa begin from? Where did projection come from? You are looking for a soul. Then you are told, it is avaran. It is because of ignorance. It is because of forgetfulness of the self. That's why it is. That's why this projection has come. That's why they have taken it in this sequence. So, vikshepa means where we are at the mercy of duality. We are distracted by duality. We are enslaved by duality. Duality here means what? Your whole world experience is man, woman, day and night, inside and outside, east, west, good, bad, victory, defeat. I love you, I hate you. Opposite. Everything is opposites in the world. Health, ill health. Jail, house. In this way, understand vikshepa begins where there is duality. Because of the sense of I and you, because of the sense of me and mine. So there's, what do you have to do for this? Either you include all the you into the definition of I, or you delete all the you. All the otherness you delete. And that is what you do when you go to sleep every night. Continuing now, this is the point where we have to start today. That was a recap. Aparam tvakhilam jnana rupamavritya tishtati mayaya kalpitam vishvam paramatmani kevale rajjau bhujangavad bhrantya vichare nasti kinchana shruyate drushyate yadyat स्मर्यते वा नरै सदा असदेव इतत् सर्वं यथा स्वप्नमनोरथौ देह एव हि संसार वृक्षमूलं दृढं स्मृतम्. The second power of avaran completely covers in a sheath or veil the truth, the righteous knowledge, the essence, the light of all lights. It covers, and it seems that it covers it continuously, because a normal person, in his entire life, he doesn't come to know that he is of the nature of light. He never comes to realize that he is the infinite one. This thought also doesn't come to him. That means throughout life, from birth till death, the Avaran Shakti, the incomplete knowledge, the veiling power of Maya has covered the light. And a man under its spell keeps behaving, thinking he knows everything, but he doesn't know anything. Huh? This whole world is an imaginary conception in the entity called Paramatma. Imaginary, but then everything is in Paramatma, then Paramatma is in everything. So why can't you say that the whole world is Paramatma? Yes, absolutely right. But you have to, when we say, yes, the whole world is nothing but Paramatma, who is saying this? Who is saying it? I am saying it. An individual is saying it for the benefit, a teacher is saying it for the benefit of the confused mind of the student or to the inquiry of the student. Did you ask this question to Paramatma? Did you ask this question to Swamiji or did you ask this question to Paramatma? If you asked, Hey Paramatmane Namaha, Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha, I want to know what moksha is. If you say that, I should try that next time. I should try that. I also live in that delusion, no? Projection. You say Swami. Swami means I am. And you're saying, Swamiji, can you tell me? Arey, I am, can you tell me? You answer yourself. Why should you ask me? On top of that, Paramananda. And then you are asking a question. So you are addressing the question to yourself. Swami का मजा देखो. तो यहाँ पे here it is saying this whole world is an imaginary conception in the entity called Paramatma and is as false or deceptive illusionary as the fear of a snake in a length of rope or string. So this is a Rajju Sarpa example from our Upanishads, from our Shankara Bhashya, from Vivek Chodamani, from many places it comes. And did we take that example in the last class? No? It's a very popular example. A person is bitten by a snake and while he was walking through the forest and he feels that he is bitten by a snake. He has not seen a snake, but he felt something sharp come and hit his calf muscle. And he winced. He looked down and there was blood coming out of it. And the breeze was blowing at that time. And in that in that moment, there was a swishing sound of the air passing through the dry leaves. He thought that I have been bitten by a snake. He didn't look around. Immediately imagined. Just like you imagine, what are you talking about me? Why did you say Swami just now? You're talking about me, you're not talking about anyone. No, we are not talking. And I say, no, you are talking about me. Swamiji, take a chill pill. There are many Swamis in this world. You are not the only one. Isn't it? It's so true. Why we have to take everything personally? But he took, he bit, and the moment he had this projection that I am bitten by a snake, immediately he has read, he has heard, he has maybe experienced also in other people. Immediately the symptoms of snake bite start appearing. The leg starts becoming blue-black and the froth in the mouth comes and he starts losing energy and eventually he falls down. And he's screaming, help, 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 I'm going to die. At that time one person was passing by, another traveler. He said, please help. He said, what happened? I've been bitten by a snake. Oh, okay. He came, looked close to him. His foot was on a stick. It was on a stick, which he has taken as snake. And he says, no, there is no snake here. No, I have been bitten by a snake. Where? This. Either a rope or a stick or a crack in the ground. Anyway, which the three ways they look at it. Say rope also. Okay, rope. Or a twine. There is nothing there. It's not a snake. It looks like a snake, but it's not a snake. अगर pipe बोलोगे तो. He looks at it. And the moment he realizes that this fellow is, what he is telling is correct, and my take on that experience was wrong, isn't it? Immediately all the symptoms of snake bite go away. Like some people, when they are old, they only want to go to the doctor. घर में बोर हो जाते हैं. चलो डॉक्टर के पास अपॉइंटमेंट ले लो. They go to the doctor, and if they tell the doctor their problems, he will give you only 10 minutes. He wants to get rid of that patient in 5 minutes. But that person has come. I am going to take 15-20 minutes of this fellow. I need some company. And in the end, if an intelligent doctor will keep making that person come again and again. He says, हाँ, ये ठीक नहीं है, वो ठीक नहीं है, this is not right, that is not right. The patient is imagining. It's out of boredom that he has come. And then started imagining that I think I'm forgetting things. I think I'm getting dementia. I think I got this issue or that issue. He says, yes, you take this tablet. Tablet पे लगा देता. And he feels that, you see, my hunch was right. The doctor said, yes, there is something wrong. उसको ये नहीं पता कि डॉक्टर भी उसको बेवकूफ़ बना रहा है. Exactly the same way. We have fooled our mind into thinking that the snake was real till a Guru Maharaj came, anyone who came, and told that it is not real, then all the symptoms of snake bite are gone. We have come to a conclusion that we are caught up in this world, that this world is real, that I have to survive in this world, that I have to have education, and I have to have money, and I have to be successful and become achieve in this world. All this is in your mind. I didn't imagine that. Initially I started that way. You guys don't listen, get out from here. We'll follow Swamiji's step. Nothing needs to be done. If they say that, then you say, you eat food also. If nothing needs to be done, then you don't need food also. Then you don't need clothes also. Just live. So, when you have lived through this life, or when you come to a satsang, you come to realize that the whole world is only a projection. And on deep contemplation, nothing stands. When you contemplate, when you do the japa, when you contemplate on the Lord, when you contemplate on the atma, you come to realize that there is nothing called a world. Where else you don't know that there is a world? In deep sleep you don't know there is a world. In coma you don't know there is a world. Between two thoughts you don't know there is a world. You have to keep refining it. Between two thoughts also you don't know there is a world. Between two breaths you don't need to breathe. If you have practiced it, to stop the breath, kumbhak lagana seekh liya hai naturally, then between two breaths you are not breathing. Otherwise, all the time, breath is only going in and in, no, breath is going out, no. It's continuously going in and out, and we have become addicted to that, thinking that without breath I cannot live. There is another way. There is another way. When your focus is on the breath, then you will start thinking like this. But you have to question. Who knows that the breath is coming and going? Who knows the thoughts are coming and going? Then you come to the principle. Whatever people always hear, see, remember are all false like a dream and is the result of their imagination. In how much simpler way Ramchandraji can tell us. And after here you are saying, that satsang was very good. And next moment, my son, my daughter, whatever, असदेव हि तत्सर्वं यथा स्वप्न मनोरथौ imagination. So whatever you see, hear, touch, feel, taste, where do you do that from? Five senses, isn't it? And all your memories. Everything is a projection. Everything is in imagination. The body is like the strong root of this delusionary world like tree. So where is this imagination taking place? In the mind. Where is the mind expressing? In the body. In the body. So the more you think about the body, the more imagination will increase. The lesser you think of the body, lesser will be the imagination. In deep sleep, you don't think of the body, there is no imagination in deep sleep. Correct? This is your data. We are not talking anything new. This is your data. In the dream, very identified with the dream body. So much is going on there. So we have to undo this whole thing. What we have to do? We have to undo, we have to de-link ourselves from the body. And how will you do that? By thinking, I am not the body, I am not body. Mind does not know I am not. It only knows body. I am not the body, I am not the body. And you are still thinking of body only. So you have to think, Aham Brahmasmi. I am Atma, Brahma. I am of the nature of Atma. This Atma is of the nature of infinity, Brahma. Only by positive thinking. Only by positive thinking. Positive thinking is where your thoughts are not about the world, but the thoughts are about the divinity. The Atmic principle or the divine God principle. Continuing. तन्मूल पुत्र दारादि बंध किम तेन यथात्मनः देहस्तु स्थूल भूतानां पंच तन्मात्र पंचकम् अहंकारश्च बुद्धिश्च इंद्रियाणि तथा दश चिदाभासो मनश्चैव मूल प्रकृतिरेव च एतत् क्षेत्रमिति ज्ञेयं देह इत्यभिधीयते एतैर्विलक्षणो जीवः परमात्मा निरामयः तस्य जीवस्य विज्ञाने साधनान्यपि मे शृणु. So now, having told, what was the question? What is moksha? The teacher said, I will tell you all in detail, wisdom as well as application. And then he said, wisdom is about thinking, continuously contemplating on the self, remembering that you are the self, being the self, and whenever you think of the world, when you are thinking of anatma, that anatma is not wisdom. That not wisdom is called ignorance, it is called maya. That maya has two expressions, avaran and vikshep, delusion and illusion, covering and projection. These are the two. Having understood this, avaran has happened. Avaran has, veiling has happened. You have forgotten you are the self. What's the first thing that will happen? Immediately you will get identified with the body. First thing that happens is identification with the body. And then, because I am only this body, immediately I start projecting. I am born, I am so many years old, I have how many more years I have to go. I think these are my parents, these are my children, it goes on from the body, health, wealth, etc., etc. How to secure this body, how to keep it young, how to keep it healthy, how to keep it flexible. That the body needs rest, 8 hours of rest every day. All this is BS. There's nothing like that. Lakshmana, for 14 years, he did not sleep. Oh, he is God. You are also God. A person who is continuously contemplating on the self doesn't need to sleep because he's rested completely. You need sleep as sleep only because you are so troubled and carrying the weight of your responsibilities. When you know that this whole thing is an imagination, a projection, and I am the Atma, then where's the question of load? Where's the question of remembering I am the Atma once you know you are the Atma? You are light as a feather. No sleep required. When you are light, you are happy. When you are light, knowledge is your nature. Wisdom is your nature. So, again coming back to the simple rule, empty your mind. Do japa. Listen all this, but do japa regularly. Do dhyan regularly. And here it is because of this body that one has the ties, attachments to a son, to kith and kin, family, etc. It's only on account of the body you become hungry. It's only on account of the body there is health, ill health. It's only on account of the body there is past and future. It's only on account of the body that there is attachment to parents, attachment to wife, attachment to children, etc., etc., friends, etc. It is only on account of the body that you go to exercise. Otherwise, what's the point of going to exercise and spend money? Everything that you are doing in life, seeing, hearing, touching, feeling, tasting, waking, dreaming, deep sleep, all this is on account of body. If there is no body, there is no question of waking, dream, deep sleep. Think. Zara sochiye. What has the Atma got to do with it? Atma has got nothing to do with waking, dream and deep sleep. What has the sun got to do with day and night? What has the sun got to do with day and night? From sun's point of view, there is no day and there is no night. Think. The ocean doesn't get disturbed by the waves. Sun doesn't get disturbed by the day and night because it's not in its mind. It is not his reality. From ocean's point of view also, wave are not the reality because everything is me alone. If everything is me, then how can I? If I'm looking at this is a hand, okay, but it is me. It's not separate to me. So what has Atma got to do with the body? Nothing. Remember, this unholy union of Atma, spirit, and the body is called an individual. Can oil and water mix? Not possible. Correct? Can spirit and matter mix? Totally different opposite qualities. Atma is infinite, body is finite. Atma is all knowledge, body is no knowledge. Atma is blissful, body cannot think of bliss because it's addicted to the objects. Atma is nitya, eternal, body is not eternal. Atma is shuddha, body is ashuddha, made only out of dirt. Atma is mukta, it is swatantra, it is free at any given moment. Body is not swatantra, it is appearing because of the conditionings of space, time and objectivity, isn't it? So These two things can never come together. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. But I feel I am the Atma also and I feel I am the body also. Correct, no? This is what we are experiencing. That I am the body also and I am the consciousness also. So this knot has to be opened. Opening of this knot is called realization. But for that, you have to understand. When we have a puzzle, you have to understand. Or when there is a X factor to be calculated through the equation, you have to understand what rules, what calculations you can apply there. You cannot apply everything that you have studied. You have to apply what is relevant there in order to get the value of X. Isn't it? X means the unknown factor or the forgotten factor. So what is the unknown and forgotten factor? The Atma. But you are saying it is already there. You are that. Yes, you are already that. So I don't need to gain it. No, you don't need to gain it. Then why am I not being it? That's your problem, not my problem. No, but please tell no. We have already told. Because you are addicted to finite. You reduce the finite from your mind. You reduce the objectivity from your mind. You reduce the thoughts from your mind. You reduce the projection and imagination from your mind. And what you are will automatically reveal. Correct? That's all. So now he is explaining what is this body. So, ahankarascha buddhischa indriyani tatha dasha. So the 5 gross elements. What are the 5 gross elements? Space, air, fire, water, earth. Then keep counting. The 5 subtle thoughts, that is 5 subtle tanmatras of space, shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha. And then what is that? And tatha dasha. Dasha is pride, haughtiness, hypocrisy, wisdom and thought processes, and 10 sense organs. अच्छा, यहाँ पे 10 organs बोल रहे हैं. Sense perceptions is, so 5 gross sense perceptions, 5 subtle sense perceptions, and the 10 sense organs. And what are the 10 sense organs? 5 organs of perception and 5 organs of action. What is 5 organs of action? Speech, hands, legs, anus and genitals. What are the sense organs of perception or knowledge? Seeing, hearing, touching, feeling, tasting. So this is the 10. So all this put together becomes 28. The reflection or experience of the supreme eternal macrocosmic soul is in the microcosmic soul. And so this whole all the 28 elements that have come together, when they come together, through them this consciousness or the atma expresses itself, and this atma is the kshetra. Atma is the kshetrajna, and these 28 elements which are going to form the body, they are the kshetra, the field. So through this field, just like from the field of the eyes, the vision is functioning. Through the field of the area of the ears, the hearing is happening. From the area of skin, from the field of the skin, touch is taking place. Similarly, the field of the body, the atma is expressing. And that atma, which is not attached to the body, it can never be attached to the body. But our experience is different. So what do? I'm just jumping here. First, this is the Paramatma, this is the Atma or I, and this is the world. When this I is attached to the world, then you lose the plot. You are living in projection and imagination. Okay, we are like this right now, forgotten this. Now I want to know who I am. I want to know, I understood, I came to the satsang, I'm fired up, I want to, what do I do? You keep thinking of this fellow. Don't think of this, you keep thinking of this. That this one is the same as this. You keep in your mind, you have to think. You are always thinking. So instead of the thoughts of the world, you think of the union of this, or what is the nature of this, that this fellow essentially is Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupa. So when you are thinking continuously about this, these fellows are coming, hey, I am also there, I am also there. Body is saying I am there, mind is saying I am there, intellect is saying I am there, memory is saying give me also some attention, no. But you are only so fired up to think, what is this infinity that I am? Which the scriptures are saying, the satsang is saying, the teacher is saying. So in that process of this contemplation of what is the true nature of this, distance between this and this starts appearing. And as this distance appears over a period of time, if you don't become overconfident and say, I have achieved it, you maintain. And eventually, it will become your natural state where you are unaffected by coming and going of all these. This is still there because the data is there in your mind, memories are there in your mind. You are not completely eradicated them. Dreams are there, waking is there, sometimes things disturb, but not as much as before. Now I am a witness. So for the witness, Sakshi, there is a observed world, but he is not invested in it. Before he was invested, now he is disinvested. He is only an observer. He is only aware of the world. And how he is doing that awareness? By being aware of himself. If he keeps thinking about these three, that I am a witness, I am witnessing the world is not disturbing me, khatak. The moment he thinks that the world is not disturbing, the world will catch him. Or he gets attached to the world. Because whatever he thinks, dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu pajayat. Whatever you think, you will get attached to that. So if he is saying, I am a witness, I am not getting affected, the moment he says word, katak, gone. So he has to keep thinking of himself and his essential nature. And when eventually because he is not invested into this, they will keep coming up, going away, coming up, going away, coming up, going away. This coming and going away, as long as the data is available in the disk of the mind, these thoughts will keep appearing, desires will keep appearing, but you are not interested. And eventually, the data is completely eradicated. How did it get eradicated? By expressing itself. How does it become strong? By you giving value to it. If you are not given value to it, that is the human birth for. To eradicate all the memories, all the vasanas. But for that we have to take this position. But unknowingly, we get identified with what? With son, family, kith and kin, etc., etc. And we create more data, and that is called sanchit karma, or that becomes the sanchit karma. Then till that karma is not gone, eradicated, birth after birth after birth after birth after birth. But is it possible to remove everything in this life? Yes, it is possible. But for that you require the required focus, the required sadhana, the required acceptance that I am that, with that intensity, with that naturalness, without effortless effort. You have to put effort also, but you have to recognize that this effort I am not putting, it is happening. All these things are, so here it is telling the reflection or experience of the supreme eternal microcosmic soul in the microcosmic soul, mind heart complex. So that eternal Paramatma, that infinite truth, this is body, breath, mind. So this infinite truth reflects in the mind as the I. And then and that is called the jiva. So this is the field and this is the owner of the field. So when we say there is subject of the object, there is the seer and the seen, there is drishya and drashta and drishya, there is experiencer and experienced. Experienced is the field and experiencer is the knower of the field, isn't it? You all are the seen, and the seer behind these eyes has the knowledge of all that is seen, and this is how it is going on not in my life, in everyone's life. So that which is seen is the field. That which illuminates it is the drashta, or that is the atma, or that is the kshetrajna. This topic of kshetrajna, kshetra and kshetrajna vibhag, yogo nama, that is the 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. The jiva, so this reflected atma, this reflected Paramatma in the mind, in the body, is called as jiva. Jiva is a principle. You cannot do anything about it. You did not create a jiva. It comes. If there is water and there is sun and there are no waves, the reflection of the sun will be automatic. Did you create the reflection of the sun? It's natural. Wherever the right medium comes, reflection happens. So that reflection of the consciousness doesn't happen at the body level, doesn't happen at the breath level, doesn't happen at the mind level. It happens at the intellect level. And how does it reflect? As I. Now the question is this I attached to the body? Is this I a witness of the body? Or is this I abiding in its essential nature? 3 levels. Because the reflection of the sun is nothing but the sun, isn't it? So now, is that reflected sun thinking about the waves? Oh my God, waves are coming, they're breaking me up, they're pushing me this way, they're pushing me that way, I'm not able to express myself, I need my space. Hey wave, you stop there, gone. That's what we all are doing. But if the waves reduce, ekdam, anand, bliss, why? That sun is now no more broken, there are no more sparkles, because it was broken as sparkles with reference to every wave. Now there are no waves, the full sun is expressing there. In each wave you could not see the sun. In the waters you are seeing the sun. He says, this is meditation. But here also it is reflection. But as long as it is thinking about me and that is one, Tattvamasi, the teacher comes and says, hey, reflection, you are that original. You say, acha, where, original? Gone, over. Can the sun, this is just a language, can the reflected sun look at the sun? It is of the same nature. Exactly the same nature. That is also round, reflected sun is also round, that is also heat and light, this is also heat and light, that is also giving light, the reflected sun is also giving light and warmth. So question is, now this is so I want to realize, I want moksha, reduce the data consciously. For that we have to understand what is data, what is body. It was told all these 28 elements the sense organs, the sense perceptions, the subtle sense perceptions, and all the various the mind, intellect, the complex, etc. All these put together is the body. Now here it says the jiva, which is faultless embodiment or a reflection or an image of the Paramatma or the Supreme Soul, is completely separate, independent, or distinct from all these. This example, remember, it is completely different from all these. The reflected sun is seen in the water, but is it there in the water? Can you catch the reflected sun? Can you capture the reflected sun? Cannot. You put your hand in the, you'll get only water. So similarly, this I also, it is only a reflection in the mind. As long as you are saying I am, it is only a reflection. Life is nothing but the atma reflecting as I through the mind. That's all. That's all that is happening. Actually, we can even, that is the way to put it. If this I says I am the mind and I am the body, then loses the plot. If the I says I am the witness of the body, meditation. If the I shifts attention to who am I really, it comes to a satsang, because it's already thinking, who am I actually? And there it is told, Tattvamasi, you are that, Parabrahma Paramatma. Acha, that one, wow, gone. Naturally, you will continue to abide in that state. You are abiding in that right now also. You are that only, but you are not remembering. You are not being that, because you are invested here. Your sense of I has a convoluted understanding. You have taken this I to be, as we said in our Upanishad class, you have taken this I to be father, mother, daughter, sister I, or you have taken this I to be the body I, and this I is actually the absolute I. This is the absolute I. So having told that this atma is totally different, separate from the body, it has got no qualities which are, not even one quality is similar to the body of whose? Of atma. Now I shall tell you some methods and means to recognize what that jiva is. Listen carefully. Understand. One thing is realization of Parabrahma Paramatma. The other is, even if you come to this jiva principle is reflection of light through a medium. I can see a reflection of these lights in this steel. It is natural. Is that light attached to the bowl? No. So in you, me, every one of us, the Parabrahma Paramatma is reflecting itself. If you come to this point also, that to the reflection, then also it is okay. Then also it is okay. You are free. Problem is when you get attached. So when you detach, you come to the reflection. Then that, when you keep contemplating on the reflection, then you realize it is the Parabrahma Paramatma. So now here he says in the next, how much time is there? Ho gaya na? Jivascha Paramatma cha paryayo natra bhedadihi mana bhavastatha dambha himsadi parivarjanam parakshepadi sahanam sarvatra vaktrata tatha manovakaya siddhaktya Sadguru Parisevanam. The jiva, that is the microcosmic consciousness, and Paramatma, the macrocosmic consciousness, the finite and the infinite, are synonymous with each other, meaning they are similar to each other Just like I told you, the reflected sun and the original sun, all the qualities are similar. The qualities of the atma, the consciousness expressing here, and the infinite consciousness. In other words, the water in a wave and the water in the ocean, total waters, is the same water. Think about these examples again and again and apply it to yourself. The water in the wave and the water in the ocean is one and the same. But where is the attention of the water in the wave? On the form, individual form. Where is the attention of the water in the ocean? On the total form. But actually, what is the nature of water? No form. That's absolute. Ocean is totality, Ishwaratva. Wave is individuality. There you go. So you choose where you want to be, where you want to sit in yourself. You want to sit in the projection, or you want to sit at the root of the projection, which is the body, or you want to sit in the consciousness, which is reflecting in the body as a principle that will be witnessing. Or you want to accept that you are that one without a second Parabrahma Paramatma. And everything else, the reflection, the body and the projection, everything is only an imagination of the mind. Let the mind, if there is no attention given to the mind will collapse. Or it, once we are established, then it collapses or doesn't go, who cares? Both mean and indicate the same entity. Jivascha Paramatma cha paryayo natra bhedadihi mana bhavas tata damba hinsadi parivarjanam. Hence, one should not distinguish between the two of them. One should be far from arrogance, ego, pride, haughtiness, hypocrisy, and as false pride, as well as violence and causing harm to others. Damba, mana bhava, man means arrogance, pride. Dambha means hypocrisy. Himsa, hurting someone, killing someone. So one must parivarjanam. Parivarjanam means avoid it. Stay away from it. And then what to do? Parakshepadi sahanam sarvatra vaktrata tatha. Sahanam means forbear. Bear happily. Wherever life has put us, you go through that life without complaint. Take it in the stride. One should, without causing harm to others, and should tolerate with forbearance and no accusations, no rebuke, or you do not react to accusations and rebukes made by others. So this is the first step in Patanjali Yoga, in the Ashtanga Yoga. Yama Niyama. Yama is don't disturb the world by thought, word and deed. Don't get disturbed by the thoughts of others. Don't get disturbed by the speech of others. Don't get disturbed by acts of others. This is what is told here. Why you should not get disturbed? Because you are Atma. Don't try to work it out. Today someone told me, किसी के घर गया था मैं कुछ दिन पहले, तो स्वामी जी आपका शोल्डर दर्द, आई विल हील यू. मैंने कहा नहीं, रहने दो, प्राणी हीलर. मैंने कहा ठीक है. प्राणी हीलर मेरे से हील होने आते हैं अपनी सारी प्रॉब्लम्स. तो एनीवे, दैट पर्सन, वी आर हैविंग डिस्कशन एंड एवरीथिंग. और उसके बाद मैं आ गया वापस. एंड आफ्टर अ फ्यू डेज आई गॉट एन SMS. स्वामी जी आप बड़े ज्ञानी हैं, हमारे अहोभाग्य कि आप हमारे जीवन में हैं, बट अ वर्ड ऑफ कॉशन, आपका मूलाधार ब्लॉक्ड है. आपका मूलाधार बढ़, यू शुड ट्राई टू बैलेंस इट आउट, देन इट विल बी इवन बेटर. थैंक यू माते. देखो कहाँ फंसे हुए हैं लोग. मूलाधार कहाँ मिलेगा तुम्हें? बॉडी में. और तुम्हारा ध्यान कहाँ रहना चाहिए? आत्मा पे. तो तुम यहाँ पे सिर्फ लोगों को असेस करने के लिए बैठे हुए हो. क्योंकि एक बार कुछ पावर आ जाती है, इफ सम पावर कम्स टू यू, यू हैव टू यूज इट. if I know how to cook, I'll keep using cooking. The only YouTube I'll see is cooking dishes. You see all the mothers whole day. अब भी खाना खाया है यार, अब भी खाना खाया है. और आके बैठ के अपने कुर्सी पे बैठे एंड अगेन द टीवी गोज, अगेन यूट्यूब कुकिंग सम अदर डिश. यार अभी खाना खाया है. See, so and how should you do it? Paroksha pasdi sahanam sarvatra vaktrata tatha manovakaya sadbhaktya sadguru parisevanam. So what should be our outlook then? If while we are moving in the world, there will be unwanted experiences, things. People will say something, people will do something, accidents will happen, etc., etc. Don't react. Don't react. Take full charge. Take full responsibility, accountability. Your attention should be on the atma. That nothing is good. All this is a dream. It's all this is a game that is going on. The divine Leela. Then how, if sometimes we do get affected, and we are not established in that Paramatma or Bhagwan fully at the moment, then what should we do? So here he is saying, have a humble outlook towards the world. Don't be a know-all. Don't be arrogant कि मेरे को ये पता, मुझे वो पता, मेरे को ये पता, मेरे को वैसे पता है. Come to the, see your function at the ground level, but the head should be in the God level. Feet on the ground, head in the gods. So here, what is that meaning? Your feet are on the ground, you cannot help but walk on the ground, but your mind is continuously in the self-contemplation, divine contemplation. How you are doing that? Jap. By doing jap. So, move around with total humility. You should devotedly, sincerely and diligently serve a true Guru by one's mind and heart, speech, word and body. So, manasa, vacha, kaya, you serve the Lord, serve the Guru, serve the world, thinking they are expressions of that one divine alone. If you react, if you impose yourself on the world, you have become a social worker. You are doing the seva for your purification, not to change the world, but for your own purification. Got it? So with this thought, we conclude now. We'll look at it. We'll look from 33rd verse in our next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Just sit quietly for a moment. Hari Om.